Welcome to Torah Anytime Daily Zohar. Amar Rabbi Elazar to his father. Rabbi Elazar said to his father, Elu ha-seudot ech mitaknot. What's the preparation, or what exactly is happening on the 3 meals of Shabbat? Amar lo, he said to him. Rabbi Elazar, his father was who? Rabbi Shimon. Amar lo, Leil Shabbat ketuv, when we say on Leil Shabbat, V'irkavtich al bamatei haaretz, and I would place you upon high places of the land. Bo balayla mitbarechet hamalka, the queen. The queen refers to who? Refers to v'chol sadeh tapuchim. Refers to the Shechina, Malchut, Chakal tapuchin, the orchard of apples, with this great fragrance. Have you ever been to an apple orchard or to any kind of fruit orchard? It's amazing. In Israel, when you go, and back then, when you go to the Pardes, that's the word paradise, came from Pardes. Pardes is if I'm not mistaken, a Persian word, an ancient Persian word, which really refers to a field of trees. Pardes, it's a citrus plantation. When you go when it's blooming, it really smells like heaven. I remember going at night, in the what is it? I guess in the spring. I don't even remember. It's been so long. Anyway, when you're driving at night during the blooming season of the citrus trees, for miles you smell. It's almost narcotic. The smell. It's just unbelievable. That's the smell of Gan Eden. Pardes, like paradise. So it says at that time, it's called Chakal Tapuchin Kadishin. The Malka, the queen, the Shechina comes down. V'chol sadeh atapuchim u'mitbarech shulchano shel adam. And by doing so, by making that's why we say Atkinu Sudata. When the Ari tells us to say Atkinu Sudata, I would prepare this meal. This is the meal of, as we said last week, the meal of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and we call upon so-called the attribute of the Malchut, of the Shekhinah. Again, do not confuse. When we talk about Sferot, about things like that, these are not separate entities, but rather filters in which HaKadosh Baruch Hu conducts the world at a given moment. Right now, on Shabbat, it comes through Malchut, through Chakal Tapuchim, to the Pardes. It comes and it joins us on the table. That's what we say, Sudata, right? The Malka Ilaa Kadisha, of a Melech, of a king, Ilaa, the most superior one, Kadisha, the most holy one, which is the meal of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as it would filter down through the let's say the Malchut right now, which is the kingship, the Lord's Sphira. And by doing so, mitbarech, we're making the Kiddush, mitbarech shulchano shel adam. Your own table would be blessed. Uneshama nitvosefet lo la'adam. And you get another portion of a soul to you, 1/60th of an additional soul to give you additional spirituality on Shabbat. In a way, it's like when Shabbat comes to us, it's our guest. He gives us a little gift, and the gift is additional spirituality, a little bit of an extra neshama. Ve'halayla, and night, usimchat hamalka. That's when the queen, Malka, that's when we call Shabbat HaMalka. It's very interesting. We say Shabbat HaMalka, and then we say Yom Shabbat. Shabbat, certain parts of Shabbat take different roles. Sometimes it's more, we refer to it as a feminine, Shabbat HaMalka, where we say Boi Kala, come the bride. Who? Shabbat Malketa, Shabbat the queen. That's where we go. When we say that, what do? We turn to the west. We come to the west because the Shekhinah will come from the west. So that's why we turn to the west. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west and my spirit is crying for leaving. And it says, V'tzarich ha'adam, and the person needs to rejoice, simcha. It's very important when you come to the Shabbat meal. Bichlal, a person needs to be enjoy as much as he can. Simcha, as we said last night, is a part of Avodat Hashem, is Avodat Hashem by itself. Avodat Hashem, there are many things. Tefillah is Avodah, Korbanot is Avodah, Dvekut Alev is Avodah, Simcha is Avodah also. As much as we'll have Korban Tamid, Zevach Shlamim, Korban Ole Veyored, Korban Chatat, Korban Hasham, Korban Tzibur, all different types of Korbanot, of sacrificial properties. There are different ones, with different reasons, at different times. Here too. Different types of Avodat Hashem, worshipping Hashem. One of them is a special type of Avodah. It's called Simcha, to be joy. On Shabbat, you have to be Simcha, you have to be Sameach. That's what we sing. When a person is Sameach, he sings songs. Oh, feeling a little mellow, you become a little yellow. They call me mellow yellow. So you don't sing songs. You don't sing songs. So you tzarich lismoach. And how's lismoach besimcha? You have to, which is a very interesting concept. Lismoach besimcha. You have to be rejoice with joy that you have an opportunity to be sameach. Be happy that you were given the opportunity. Ulechol haseudah shel hamalka, and eat the meal of the queen. B'yom HaShabbat, on Shabbat day, בסעודה השנייה כתוב, it is written, אז תתענג על Hashem, then you're going to have pleasure on Hashem. על Hashem ודאי, for sure on Hashem. What does it mean? כי בשעה ההיא, at that time, מתגלה העתיק הקדוש, עתיקה קדישה. עתיקה קדישה refers to the three upper sphere, or the three upper filters, the most holy one. Then through the light of Shabbat, there's tremendous revelation. Shabbat morning is an unbelievable time. You must experience Shabbat in Israel to understand what Shabbat is. Even in secular Jews, Shabbat paints Israel in a different fragrance. So you have a special, all of a sudden, a need, for example, Friday afternoon, you feel it coming closer, you start to breathe a little deeper, you're taking broader breaths, you feel the Shabbat coming, it's coming, you feel something special in the air. Shabbat morning, to wake up Shabbat morning in Eretz Israel, whether it's in the winter, it's very magical, or in the summer, Shabbat morning, it's in your bones. You not only feel it, it's inside of you. There is quiet. Everything is quiet. It is unbelievable. So at that time, when you come to the Seudah, after it already, the Kedusha, the holiness of Shabbat has established itself from the night, you're already feeling much more elevated. And now it's the time for higher lights to come down upon us. It is so high that we don't make a kiddush, a full kiddush on wine. The kiddush is lesser. We just say Borei Pri HaGefen. We don't say Mekadesh HaShabbat. And that is the time of Atika Kadisha. V'chol ha'olamot, at that time, all the worlds, hem besimcha, they are rejoicing. That's why we say Shabbat me'en ha'olam haba. Shabbat is like an example of the world to come. If you cannot handle Shabbat, you will have a problem with olam haba. Ve'ashlemut ve'asimcha shel, and the completion, the wholeness, and the joy of Atika Kadisha we do when we sit at the meal. V'aseudah, and that meal, shelohi. That's what we say on Shabbat morning, the Yisudata, the Atika Kadisha. Sometimes in parentheses they would say, V'chakal tapuchin kadishin v'ze'er ampin. I would call him upon to come and eat with me. I call upon that. And this is a very, very important mystical practice. That you are acknowledging the spirituality and they call it upon you. You call Hashem to shed on you those lights of those, to filter on you, to give you those lights of those, of the heavenly lights on you, to bring it about. It is a tremendous, tremendous thing. And it says, בסעודה השלישית של שבת, on the third meal of Shabbat, כתוב, והאכלתיך נחלת יעקב אביך, and I would feed you the portion of your forefather, of your patriarch Yaakov. This is the Seudah of Ze'er Anpin, the smaller face. Ze'er Anpin refers to the 6 lower Sferot that come as a unit together, and that's called Seudah de Ze'er Anpin. Shehu b'shlemut. Ze'er Anpin come complete as the unit of the 6 lower. We have the 3 upper, 6, and then 1 on the bottom. וכל 6 הימים מהשלמות האם מתברכים. Since we say the Ze'er Anpin has 6 Sferot in it, the 6 days of the week are being blessed by that invitation of Ze'er Anpin with the meal in which going to have Seudah Shlishit. That's why it's important to have, Kabbalistically speaking, not only because of the halacha, but Kabbalistically speaking, it's very important to call this upon, because this is how the bracha would be of Seudah Shlishit. V'tzarich ha'adam, and you need to do what in this Seudah? Lismoach. You have to rejoice again. For me, it's difficult. I know Shabbat is about to go, but still, again, you feel it in Israel. I remember for a while, my parents, and as a child, I grew up in a place that it was high enough that you could see the sunset of the Mediterranean every day. On Shabbat, you almost get, like at the end of Shabbat, almost like a sense of anxiety that it's about to leave. Your beloved one is about to leave. Yet it is a tremendous sense of tranquility. And yet there is a certain sense of sadness. It's about to finish. This contrast of the day, or if you look to the east, it's almost gone, and still the sun is here, it's about there. It's a special, special time. It is a magical time. Seudah Shlishit on Shabbat is magical. All the moments that between day and night, or night and day, all together are magical. But on Shabbat is the best. Seudah Shlishit. And a person needs to be therefore rejoicing in his meal. Uleashlim ele seudot, and you need to complete those meals. She'em seudat, the Zohar calls them. These meals are the meals of ha'emunah hashlemah, of complete emunah. That now you eat 3 meals, spiritual meals. You'll have everything behind you. You recognize almost like you're eating the man. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you this thing. You did not talk about business, did not talk about anything. You ate out of complete emunah. Of who? Shel Zera HaKodesh Shel Israel, of the holy seed of Israel. Asher ha'emunah ha'elyonah hazot shelahem hi. That was given to you as a Jew to keep. Umishum zeh, and because of that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, Beini uven bnei Israel. This is something between me and bnei Israel, and the Jews. So it's a tremendous privilege. Don't give it up. Don't oversleep. Don't overeat. Make sure you're happy. But also think about, if this is between me, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, and bnei Israel, what will happen if we said, it's not for me? What an insult, Chaz v'shalom, is to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's how, and all the problem starts with little things, and if you keep those things, you will have a better chance to have a better complete emunah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will help you. You just need to let go. And there will be a tremendous experience for you. You need to experience that. So I hope that we all be able, and will be able to merit a tremendous spiritual elevation this Shabbat. Amen. And we should be zocheh lekayem mitzvat shmirat Shabbat ki ilchata. Amen. Kenei ratzon. Amen.